2 visits ago, I guess, is when I put the formic treatment in, which is one of the main treatments that we use, and that can usually cause like a brood break, or sometimes the queens like don't make it for whatever reason, especially in hot weather. And so I didn't see a queen or eggs last time, but it might be that she just took a pause. So I'm gonna make sure there's a queen in there today, see if we see some brood. Otherwise, I have brought along another one that we would merge in. So.
Oh, okay.
You brought a queen with you?
Yes.
What?
This is like an established hive, just like a small one essentially. And so, yeah, there's a queen in there laying with a brood. So it's just a.
What's a brood?
Brood is just all the baby bees. So
Oh.
they start out as eggs, turn into larvae, and then pupa.
Oh.
So brood is just all of that.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Learn
one of
something
like
new
the
every day.
main things I'm looking for when I open up the hive is to see how much brood there is. And that can kind of indicate how the hive is doing and like what point of the season they are.
And you're putting them to sleep with this.
Not exactly. So because the bees communicate with pheromones, so basically scents, this just kind of blocks that ability to communicate with each other, so it like keeps them calm. So at the front of the hive here, the entrance here along the bottom, that's where they kind of come in and out, and there's guard bees inside that kind of don't let any bees from other hives in, they don't let wasps in, that kind of thing.
Wow.
And so if I were to just kind of open up the hive and start pulling frames out, they might see that as like me being aggressive. Yeah, exactly. And so then they would, the guard bees or any bees would put out that alarm pheromone, which is like a specific one that tells the other bees, hey, come
Danger,
defend the
red
hive.
alert.
Yeah, so it kind of blocks that from being passed around.
Cool.
Bees just don't really know what's going on.
Almost smells like sage.
Yeah, I've been collecting like pine needles, and we usually burn burlap, so yeah.
This is such a cool job. You have no fear.
No, I can tell, like, it's so nice out and sunny. If it was, like, a cold day, and there weren't bees flying around yet, I would know that they're, like, still warming up inside the hive and would not appreciate me taking the top off. But on a day like this, it's, yeah, usually they're super friendly. Yeah. Kind of get to know what their behavior kind of means and, like, indicates. And so if they're more defensive than I can usually tell, and then at that point, like I always bring my veil up with me just in case I want to put it on, but I usually don't end up needing to. So yeah, there aren't a ton of bees up in the top box, which means maybe they are queenless, so we might have to introduce that other hive.
Is it one queen per box?
Queen for the entire hive.
Oh, okay.
So right now, this is decently heavy though. They actually have some honey starting up here. Right now, this is called a queen excluder, and basically it keeps the queen down below because she's just that slight bit bigger, so she doesn't fit through. So basically the reason for that is so that all of the brood is down below and like eggs and everything, and then the bees can make all the honey up top. So that way when we go to harvest the honey, there's no like eggs, and we can't take away those frames. So
Yeah.
just keeps everything separate for us, and then kind of limits like their size as well. So basically like the last couple months at every visit, I'm like assessing how big the colony is and then feeding them if they're weak, or boosting them, like bringing more bees for them if they need, or taking brood away if they're like getting really big. So you're kind of just managing the size constantly. So
Now, if you have to remove part of the brood,
yeah.
are they then transferred to another hive, or are they just disposed of because they'll be killed?
Yeah, so it depends. We always keep them. So they're either going to be taken, I basically would put them in a box like this, take them to our yard and leave them there. And then like usually one of the beekeepers in the next like few days or that week will have a week hive that we could use it for. So they go to our yard, we open up their entrance and they like can hang out there until they're needed. And then whenever I have a week hive, I go and pick them up in the morning and then I just like put them in.
So they will be accepted by the hive.
Yeah, and there's like some kind of tricks to adding brood to thing. So it depends on how many bees are in there and what you're adding, because you don't want them to, not accept the queen or like to fight each other.
Can they sense my fear right now? Like when they come close to me? My toes started tingling.
No, because
Being very calm.
Okay, good.
yeah, well, yeah, you're being very calm, and also just like she was saying with the smoke, that's kind of like their language is chemical and dancing, and so that's basically just the smoke is just stopping all conversation.
Okay.
So they're not talking amongst themselves to go get the redhead.
So right now there's a few bees up top, but actually there's a couple frames there where the honey is, but we have about 4 frames down below, so definitely smaller than I want them to be. So I'm anticipating that there's not going to be any brood here, and then I'm going to have to add this. But I'm going to go through them. So this frame is starting to have some bees. It's mostly empty wax, but all that shiny stuff is nectar that they've started to store in there.
Wow.
So from this point on, they're just going to keep adding nectar, and then it'll eventually like dehydrate. They can fan their wings to speed that process up, and then it becomes honey at a certain water content. So
Wow.
yeah,
This is
Look at the
incredible.
little butt sticking out there.
it's so cute.
He is face down, isn't he? Oh my gosh. This is incredible.
If there's any drones in here, so about 50% of the population is worker bees, and they kind of do everything inside and outside the hive, and they're all female. And then a few percent of the hive is drones, and they're the male ones. And they're always fun for new people out of the hive because they don't have stingers. So you can hold them, and they look a little bit goofy.
Oh my gosh, that one has a ton.
Yeah, so this one has a bunch of pollen in it. It's kind of hard to see in the darker frames, but there's, look like kind of here and over here, there's some
Wow.
colors, and that's just pollen that they've stored.
Oh, kind of like an orange color, like ember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a couple here.
Wow, girl. You're just sticking your finger on in there.
And then these are drones. So this guy here, see how
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like a bit bigger and he has like big googly eyes?
He almost looks like a fly.
Yeah.
And definitely a darker butt.
Yeah, and there's some like lighter ones and some darker ones. He might fly away, but yeah, they don't have stingers, so you can just.
And he'll never have a stinger?
No. Yeah, the stingers.
Yeah, I was talking over here.
Don't bother me. The stingers evolved from the ovum. Oh, there's eggs on this frame. So they might.
What do the eggs look like?
Okay, they're incredibly hard to see.
Okay.
But they're all in here, and they look like a teeny tiny grain of rice. It's like, it took me honestly weeks to like be able to ever see them. They're
okay.
like quite tricky, but
And I don't have my glasses on
yeah,
either.
they're really hard to see. And like you kind of have to go into the sunlight. But
Are they white?
yeah,
Yeah.
so could mean that they're queen right, meaning they have a queen and she's laying and they're healthy. More likely, it means that there is a drone layer. So this is kind of advanced, but I'm seeing a couple of the cells, which is like one of the holes, has more than one egg in it. Normally there should only be one because only one bee develops in each cell. But like a drone laying hive means that one of the worker bees has started laying eggs, which usually should never happen because the queen is the only one that lays eggs.
Uh-oh.
And that means like the hive will eventually die because these worker bees aren't mated, so they can't actually lay any female bees, only males. So they've started laying drones potentially, and that's why there's more than one egg in each cell because she doesn't really know what she's doing, whereas the queen has like her whole system down. So I'll keep looking and see if I spot a queen, or maybe there will be like a new queen, but it's probably just a laying worker.
So,
And are those so those are not viable eggs?
No,
or
they'll
larvae?
become drones, but like the colony will eventually die because they're not going to have any workers eventually. So she'll keep laying.
No bueno.
Yeah.
so what do you do?
So in this case, I'll keep going through. There's a couple larvae. They might be okay, but this is when I would merge this new hive with the queen. So we'll keep looking. This side looks actually better. There's some like little teeny larvae.
You have the trained eye for it now,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh yeah.
That's so amazing.
So we'll see. I'll check the next couple frames. Maybe there's like a new queen or you might be able to see some larvae here. So maybe if we face
In the sun.
looking into the sun, so like all like a few of these have these little like white worm-looking things.
Oh, I need my glasses right about now. Can you see it?
So kind of around here, there's like a little.
Yeah, not with it shining directly on
Yeah. I can post pictures.
Cool.
Well, last time we got pictures with the queen.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's still around.
It honestly looks like she might be because this looks like a much better frame than what I would expect.
Does
from
she
a-
go? She stays in one frame, or she can move?
She can move throughout the whole bottom box.
Yeah.
Okay,
She just can't go to the top.
Okay.
That excluder
that's right.
matting is what keeps her from going into the upper start.
Do they go underneath the panels, or what is that? What you call them? Panels?
Frames.
Frames. Is that how she travels in between?
They can go underneath, but there's also like a tiny little gap on the edge.
Oh.
They can crawl like alongside them, and then there's pretty much they'll go. They can sort of go over the top too, but sides over. So I am seeing some eggs that are laid like on top of pollen, which again like they shouldn't be. They should just be in an empty cell, and there's a few more duplicates. So it's hard to say what's going on. It could also be like a new queen that doesn't quite have the hang of it yet, but I'll wait until I see.
Are they born the queens?
No, they have to be fed royal jelly to basically start that process.
Is that how I became queen? No, are you being serious though? Oh, royal jelly, really?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. So
It causes them to go from just a regular female worker to queen bee.
where do they get royal jelly?
They make it just like
make
everything else. It's just it's held off in a special set of cells, and
How do they choose her?
So basically, if the hive feels like swarming, which means they want to like duplicate themselves, like split in two, or if they feel like they want to replace their queen, or if they just need a new queen, like if something happened to her and they have eggs, they will start raising like multiple new queens if they can. And so they like basically have to take a female egg and start that diet of only feeding her royal jelly and not feeding her any pollen, and then like exactly what Patrick said, that allows the reproductive organs to develop. So they build these like bigger, like rather than there's no capped brood that I can show you, but when they get to like the later stage, like the pupa stage, there's like a thin layer of wax that they'll seal each one of these cells with, and that just like it's for the final stage of development. And then when they like emerge or hatch out, they just chew their way out. And so the queen cells, when they're raising new queens, are like much bigger and they're pointed downwards and they have like a different texture. So you can always tell if they're trying to do that, which they're not here. So I'm a little perplexed because I don't see any one that looks like a queen, but I'll take a look at that.
This is so incredible. Nature is amazing. There's so much we just have no clue about.
It's a really nice frame. So there's lots of nectar and then some
Oh,
pollen as well.
wow.
If you want to try some honey,
I do. Do I just go, no, I'm just kidding.
literally.
Really? I do?
So go for like the top where it's capped over with wax, because that means it's like fully ready to be honey, like it's sealed off. So yeah, I literally just like
And you just kind of dig your finger in it?
there.
Oh my god, you break the hive.
well, they'll get right back at it.
And just move your hand slowly, and that's the only really thing you need to.
Wait, that one just got in the way of where I was about to go.
They're gonna go slurp it up right away.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
You could do like
okay. I feel good about that, this part.
you kind of have to press
A little hard. Oh my god.
Direct from
Patrick.
the source.
Dude. Patrick. So how many bottles did you say you'll get out of this?
So when they brought us over the ones when they just introduced the hive and brought up from South Bay, it was 100 bottles per per building, I think.
Yeah.
And so so there was 3 buildings that we had just added on. Like I said, there's 455 Hyde, this one here, and then there's another one out on the avenues. And then, how many others do you have in the city?
I think we have 100 hives total, which includes the whole Bay Area, and probably like 50 of those, I would guess, are in SF. But most of them are concentrated in the FIDI on the big buildings, and then there's not that many that are around, like outside of it, but they do a little bit better outside of the FIDI. It's just so like windy.
So, yeah, one of my colleagues, Connor, was asking, like, I want a hive on my roof. And I was like, you're obviously too close to another hive where it wouldn't do any good, or I don't know.
Does the honey go to you and you sell it?
So what they do is, so they harvest the honey, take these frames that she was talking about, and they take them to Colorado.
Oh.
And they are centrifuged out, bagged and tagged, bottled, and then those bottles of honey are sent directly back here. So you're getting honey literally from the source.
Do they send it to you
Yes.
at this building? Okay, that's what I'm like. I guess I'm being selfish and I'm curious. Do I get a bottle of honey? Not really. I'm just kidding.
I've got a whole flat of them down there.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
so
those
amazing.
so that's technically still local. But the stuff that we'll be getting after they centrifuge this stuff out will be literally from every flower that you see from Mile Radius.
That's so incredible. You bees are spectacular.
Very impressive.
Are they? How are they doing? You know, as far as becoming extinct or in trouble?
So the whole Save the Bees thing is a little bit of a misconception. Honeybees, so there is pollen flash disorder came about 10 or 20 years ago, and it is a big issue for honeybee colonies. Like a lot of beekeepers are reporting like very high numbers of colony loss over the winter, and I think people think it's because of pesticides and just like how agriculture is run these days. But basically, honeybees are fully domesticated, and it's not really a concern. Like there are still so many honeybees. They're not as good pollinators as like native bee species, because honeybees are not native to North America, so they were brought over in the 1600s. So there's like obviously a huge commercial aspect to beekeeping, and where people bring like thousands of hives across the country to pollinate like the almond crop and then this and this. So the bees are doing fine though.
Yeah.
I would say.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I always
it's
feel
more
so-
native bees that you should be thinking about. So one of our other services that we offer starting this year is bee homes. So they're for native bees, and they're like little bee hotels. So it basically provides habitat for native bee species, because they're mostly all solitary bees, whereas honeybees live in like a social colony. So it's like these little tubes that they can nest in, and then they have like mud, clay, and the stuff they need to like lay their eggs. And it just kind of helps them out because obviously everything we're doing takes away like the habitat that they need. So yeah.
So do the little tubes stay at your company, or can like we get one if we wanted?
Yeah, you can get them. We only have a few in SF already this year. Well, one is in Marin actually. I don't think we have any in the city. One's in Marin, and there's one down south, and I think we have one in Sacramento. But yeah, it's just like another like tier of our package that we offer.
Cool.
Yeah, and then
Cool
I have,
company.
Like, I have them at home too. I used them last year. I was in Calgary before I moved down here, and I put a couple sheep rods outside my house, and like almost every tube got filled. And it's literally just like looks like a little bit of dirt. Like you can't see anything, but I was very excited.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so.
But that's for just the natural native bee.
Exactly. Yeah. And then like certain types of like wasps and hornets actually use it as well.
Yeah, I was watching a video the other day of this. Clearly it must have been Japanese, because this guy was removing a hornet's nest, and you know they obviously created part of this nest. They put part of the nest for these wasps down there, and backfilled it over with like planks and everything like that. So clearly they're using them as like a pollinator.
Right.
Those fuckers.
Dude.
This
Scary.
This guy was in a full Tyvek, takedown suit and everything like that. These things flying around like this big.
Oh, such a fear of mine, those things. I think everyone really, besides you.
Bees I have no problem with. Wasps are just fuckers.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, before I started this job, I had never been stung by a bee before, and now I obviously have been stung many times, but I've still never been stung by a wasp.
Really?
So I think I hate them a little less than most people, but
How many times have you been stung by a bee?
oh my gosh, a lot. Sometimes several times a day, but usually because I squish them by accident. So
Yeah.
I wear shorts so that one will just crawl on me, and then I'll move my leg and actually squish her and she'll sting me. Or just I'm not paying attention where I'm putting my fingers and I'll accidentally squish one. So it's usually my fault.
Does it get easier and easier?
That's yes and no. It definitely gets easier. Sometimes the stings just hurt more, and I've heard a lot of different reasons why that could be true, and I haven't fact checked many of them. But sometimes the stings just really hurt for several minutes, and you have to take 5. And other times you're just okay, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I think that probably has a lot to do with the depth of the sting.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because I've been up here before, during winter when it was wet, but during the day there was some water that was over here, and so I picked up one of the girls to put her back on the hive because she was sitting in water, and of course since she was already stressed out, she stung me, and I was just like, why'd you go and kill yourself for that?
I know.
Okay, so we're entering in the new brood with the queen.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm gonna do.
Is that an accordion? Oh, that's how you fan it?
Yeah.
Bellows.
Exactly.
Bellows.
So, I'm not super concerned about their honey production at the moment, so I'm just gonna, normally I would put the queen and the new brood down below, but since they're already here, I don't really want to rearrange everything, so I'm just gonna put the new queen up top, the new box, and then at my next visit, as long as everything's good to go, I'll just shuffle those brood frames downwards. So yeah, I've decided that it's a late worker, or maybe more than one. There was fruit in the top box as well, eggs and some larvae, which means they're able to travel between the two boxes, which again the queen is too big to do theoretically. So, and it was bad laying too, it was eggs to sell and stuff. So we're gonna give them a new queen. I took a picture of what the eggs look like, and this is multiple eggs per cell. So you can
Oh, okay.
see. So there should only be one.
Oh, that's from over here. One of these?
Yes,
Oh,
I
I didn't
just
see you
took
take.
that.
I didn't see. Oh, okay. Look, you can see them.
Yeah, no, totally get
So
it.
they don't know what they're doing.
What a bad egg
They're
layer.
trying, but it's not happening for them, so.
Try better.
And then what I'm gonna do, so right now we have about 5 or so frames down here full of bees from the old hive, and then I'm gonna add 5 frames of bees from the new hive, because it's 50-50. I don't want them to fight or not accept the new queen. The old hive could kill her theoretically. So we just put a piece of newspaper in between the two boxes, and then that gives them a little bit of time to get used to each other's scent, and they'll slowly start chewing through it, and then by the time they fully merge with each other, ideally they've accepted that new queen because they know her scent and they're happy that they have that queen back.
Cool.
So we're gonna do that.
Wow.
Someone's on the job.
When you meet people and they're like, what do you do for a living? And you tell them, are they just wow?
Yeah, it's funny because when I started telling all of my friends, most people are like, oh my god, are you serious? And my friends were just like, yeah, that makes sense.
I see you doing it.
Yeah, I'm okay, fine.
Have you always been an outdoor gardening kind of?
I definitely, I grew up camping all the time, doing a lot of stuff outside, and then I have a geology degree.
Oh.
So this feels a little bit like doing field work, which I did a lot of during school. So yeah, they're just, and I just like weird stuff too. So I'm not surprised.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
No, it's so cool. Gosh. Have you ever been pulled over by the police and he's like, what do you have in your trunk?
People all the so we have car, and the amount of people that are like shocked. They're like, "There's wasps in your van. There's bees in your van. Like, are you okay?" And I'm like,
You're gonna
I'm
die.
just driving on the freeway, and they're like,
That's so funny. You're like, I'm the bee whisperer. It's okay.
I mean, they're just like, they're not trying to sting. They're just trying to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a job, and they really don't care about you unless you're standing in front of them getting back inside. No, one of the fun things that we had when she was doing this a couple of months ago, we have what are they called? Echium around here, which is a towering flower. There's like 2 different varieties that has like a bush that has all these towering purple flowers on it, and then there's another variety of it where it's just like a huge, it's like a Christmas tree of purple blooms, like 15 feet tall. But we, when she was here, we were watching, and there was like these odd purple pants instead of yellow pants on some of the bees that were coming in there, and that's because they were harvesting that blue nectar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Blue pollen, rather.
So they turned the color?
Yeah. So
When they were coming in, you could see on their legs where they're coming into the hive that it was blue instead of yellow.
Oh.
Usually.
That's so interesting. Why do you have them all over your hands?
it feels really cool.
Does it?
Yeah. 'Cause they're,
I love the sound.
What does it feel like? I don't want to know, but what does
It's
it
just
feel like?
like feels like a vibration, and then their wings, like you can see they're fanning their wings. It's actually like very strong. Like you can feel the air too. But it just kind of tickles. It's like it's weird, but
How did you get them on your hands right now? You just scooped them?
And when you scoop them, so they do this thing called festooning or like monkey chaining, where they like hold onto each other's arms basically,
Aw.
and they use it as like a measurement tool apparently when they're like building honeycomb in the hive. And so they have this like really weird like cohesiveness when like you can pick them up in like a ball and they'll just kind of like roll around like fluidly. It's very weird, but it also feels really cool. They're all separate right now, but you can pick up like a whole bunch of them. It's just like the coolest feeling.
So
Wow.
They do the same thing when they're swarming, right?
Kind of. They will basically like a bunch of them will leave the hive and they'll make like a big cloud and fly
Yeah.
around. So
But when they all land.
yeah,
then
exactly. Yes,
So
yeah.
they're
Exactly.
doing that whole chain, monkey chain.
Yes, they're like holding on to each other off of like a tree branch or something with the queen at the center.
Yeah, why this is really cool. You can't hold any of them.
I know. I'm like, ah.
No, she's allergic to shellfish, so there's always the possibility of a cross.
Yeah.
That's fair. I do have an EpiPen at all times.
You do? Oh, that's good.
Okay, so one other thing about beekeeping is some people do, some people don't, but we mark our queens here, which means you draw a little dot on their back, and there's basically like a universal beekeeping code of what color corresponds to what year, and so this year is red, and basically you know how old your queen is, and it also makes her way easier to spot. So
How long do they live?
queens can live like 3 to 5 years.
Okay. Is she on there? Do I need to find her? Okay.
Should be.
Oh, I see her. Oh, she's so easy to find.
Wow.
I hope I'm getting that on video.
You can see she's like a little bit bigger, a longer abdomen, and she doesn't have those same stripes.
She's underneath there.
So she is always just cruising around, like checking out the cells. Sometimes you'll see her laying eggs.
How often does she lay eggs?
Depends on like the point of the season, but she can lay like 2,000 eggs per day at the peak of the season. So it's pretty much all she does, and then the other bees take care of her. So she usually has assistants, and they'll feed her and groom her. And
Oh, I see her. She's all the way up there now.
Yeah.
She's fast.
Yeah,
she
she's
is. She's always
cooking.
How do they groom her? What do they do?
they just have their little tongues, and so like if she needs cleaning,
Oh, Patrick and I would be the queen bee, and he would for sure be the king bee. We would rule the roost for sure. That is so
So-
amazing.
So does the queen need to be inseminated multiple times?
yeah. No, I don't think she technically like has has to be. She theoretically just needs to mate once and then could lay eggs, but I think on average she'll mate with like 8 to 12 drones, roughly, on like 1 or so outings. And so that way there's more genetic diversity within the hive, and then she'll just be able to lay eggs for longer as well.
Yeah, because I know that they have an extra organelle in there that they just save up that sperm and dole it out as she breeds, as she's producing.
Yeah, so she would just have a lot more.
What is that like for her body? I know she's meant for it, but that's a lot.
Honestly, it doesn't sound great to me.
Right? Every day, God.
And she never leaves the hive again after that. Like, she goes out on her mating flight and then comes back, and that's kind of it. Unless they decide to swarm. But, yeah, so I'll put her back in just because it is a little warm out and she's going to go in a new home. But
Are they, do they not like hot weather?
it's just the brood. So there's like oh yeah, I'll show you. This is what capped brood looks like. So these little like wax cappings. That's a dippy.
Oh.
But yeah, those are just. Oh, this one's hatching out. She's having a birthday. So you can see her little antenna.
That is, it's hatching right now.
I'm coming up.
Exactly. So she's like chewed this little wax bit open. It usually takes several minutes, but yeah.
Oh my
out.
God,
There's one
a little
here.
baby bee is being born. This is so
I got a job to do.
You can kind of see she's got a little fuzzy head.
Who chews it open? The queen or anyone else?
No,
She will.
The bee itself.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bee itself, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put them back in, and then I'll grab there should be another brood frame, and we can hopefully see some more. But yeah, it's the brood that needs to be kept at a specific like temperature range. They can't get too hot or too cold.
Or what?
They'll just die. Like if it's a larva or a pupa. So yeah, you don't want to like keep the brood out of the hive for a long time and kind of roast it.
Oh, they're
But
little.
within the hive itself, they're completely self-regulating.
No matter what, even if it's like
Yeah, hot or
100
cold.
and okay.
Yeah, hot or cold, because they'll get
Interesting.
in there and they will create a breeze within the hive itself.
Yeah, this is incredible. So all of this is capped brood. It's also funny because as they hatch out, all the other bees are just walking all over them like they really don't pay attention. Oh, there's one over here.
One going in.
Yeah. I lost her. Oh, here's one.
Oh, I see it.
Come on, I want to play too.
So yeah, they're really just like
They don't care. It's like just another day. It's not like a celebration.
Yeah.
Like when an elephant has a baby.
exactly.
Poor guys. Well, I'm happy you're here, little dudes. God, they're beautiful.
It's really, I love seeing them when they just hatch out because they've got quite a bit more fur and it's kind of like all matted down, and then you can tell like how old they are more or less. So for example, like this girl here is like pretty fuzzy on her back, like she's got a lot of blonde fur, like hair here. I don't know if you, or this one, like she's brand new. See all like the blonde,
Yeah.
versus some
Like I
other
said, a
ones.
little matted or.
Yeah. Versus like, I mean, this one's not too bad, but you can kind of see like her black, the back showing through. It's just not as fuzzy. It's easier to see in pictures, but you can kind of tell like the hair gets rubbed off as they get older, so you can tell kind of their age.
How big are they when they come out? Are they going to be this size?
Same size, yeah.
Really?
They don't grow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so she's like getting there.
Oh, she is. Oh my God. This is
See
so
her little fur?
cool.
Little hairs. Isn't that so cute?
Oh, welcome. This is so cool.
And then her wings will pop out. It's so sweet.
Oh.
There they go.
Come on, girl. You can do it.
All right, she's out now.
What is she going to do as soon as she gets out? What do they do?
They kind of just hang out pretty soon after. Pretty soon after they will clean out their cell so that it can be used right away again. Like they basically just get to work.
On the cell that she just hatched out of.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
There she goes.
Another way to pack out your trash, huh?
I don't know if I would want to be a worker bee in my next life.
No.
I don't want to work that hard.
Me
As soon as
neither.
I'm born.
Absolutely not.
No.
There she goes. She just popped out.
Oh, welcome.
So that one looks like maybe he's cleaned in her.
Yeah, he jumped right on her, didn't
Yeah.
he? That's so sweet.
Yeah, so she just starts walking around.
So what are they doing over here with this one? Is that sealing over or? So right under that little section.
Those ones look like, so this in here, it's a little bit bigger, so this is a drone cell. It's in a pupa stage, but it's not fully developed yet. So this just got ripped open when I like pulled the frames apart.
Okay.
So these ones are not going to survive, unfortunately. But
That's okay.
we don't care about the drones that much. So
What will they do with the
It's a girl
remains?
party.
and these are very hygienic, so they are constantly cleaning out the hive. They don't go to the bathroom inside the hive, and so we call them undertaker bees, but you can sometimes see them like trying to fly and carry out dead bees, and they'll like toss them over the entrance and bring them away from the hive.
Oh, wow.
Because they just keep everything.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the things that I've noticed as we've had them here
Yeah.
is that in winter when it's raining, there's so many dead bees over here that will actually clog this vent.
No way. Wow. How many would you say that is? Ooh, one just hit my hand. Sorry, don't be mad at me.
How many dead bees?
Yeah,
are in there?
I mean, because that's a big.
Probably hundreds
Yeah.
of bodies.
Oh.
Yeah, but as the water, because it's all pitched, it's like this is the drainage area for it, and on top of whatever the debris that the birds leave around here, then you have these all the dead.
And this brown thing here is called a pollen patty. It's just artificial pollen essentially that we feed them, so it's like a protein, fat, nutrient source. Because I'm like just moving this hive in and they have to figure themselves out still, just giving that for them to eat essentially.
Like to kind of chill out a little bit too. Is that what you pulled off when you first opened that up? Okay, it looked kind of like cotton.
Yeah. Oh, there's also that was literally just a Swiffer pad, but we use them. There's numerous different pests that can be in the hive, and one is called small hive beetle, and it's literally a small beetle that lives in the hive. But they will like want them to like lay eggs in the honey and stuff, and so theoretically their legs get trapped in the Swiffer pad, so they can't like crawl throughout the hive. But we didn't find them to work that well, so we have these little oil traps, and the bees will kind of like chase them into the oil. So yeah, that's what that was.
So the beetle isn't bad for the hive as much as just for the honey harvest. So they'll tolerate the beetle.
To my knowledge, yes. I think like anything that's in the hive, they'll like try to chase it away. Like they kind of buzz when one will go near them. But I don't think they're too bad. Like there's other pests that will like spread diseases and it's like a lot more
Mites and
detrimental.
things like
yeah.
that.
But as far as I'm aware, I had no experience with small hive beetle before moving here. But I believe it's not like a huge issue. But even things like ants, like we've had hives that just get taken over by ants and they just like slowly move in. Like they don't kill the bees or anything, but they just start to take over the hive. And if they get strong enough, like they'll just completely like destroy them.
Well, that's one of my concerns here because this is the first building I've been in 5 years that actually has ants around it.
Yeah.
So I'm always having Jeff, our Dewey pest control guy, going through and making sure no one gets up to this level.
Yeah.
But it's really funny because they'll come up through the back stairs over here, where the garbage chute is. And they'll follow the garbage chute up. So it's really weird. It's like I don't see any ants in my bedroom, or in my bathroom or anything, but you'll see them come up on like the fifth floor. And I was like, what the hell are you doing up here? There's so many other things that you could do. Come all the way up here.
Is max capacity 30,000?
There can be like 50,000 in a hive about this size or a box taller. Potentially even more. We don't ever put more than 3 boxes on a hive, so I mean they could grow bigger, but yeah, at the start of the season it's usually like 10 or 20. This hive's probably like 20, 30 all combined, I would guess.
I mean, who counts? Who counts to know? How do you know?
That's a good question. I think theoretically people know, I mean, beekeepers have figured out a lot over the years, so you can know how many bees are like one frame, more or less, like on average, and so you just kind of use that.
There's a
Guesstimate, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's like 300 bees on one frame,
Oh, wow.
more or less.
And why don't you put a third box up?
They don't need the space right now, and then we don't add it unless we need to. Like, I'd rather split brood away because even with just like the second box, we're gonna make the honey guarantee for the client, so that's gonna be like plenty for the 100 jars. And then we don't like we would harvest like the entire top box, but the rest of it just gets to like the bees get to keep it over the winter. But then after we harvest, like they'll keep making honey, and so we don't need to harvest any extra. So we're not like in it for honey production. So we just don't need like an extra box of honey, basically.
Got it.
Yeah. But some of our hives, just like especially down in like San Jose or the East Bay, is just like so warm. There's so much blooming all the time, and they just like grow way too quickly that you like we visit every 3 weeks, so it's just not enough time to like make more space for them. So some of those hives like are at 3 boxes. It just depends.
How often do you visit here?
3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you put the water? I know Patrick said you check the water and stuff.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
over here, that little white thing there.
yeah.
So yeah, that's a mason jar that gets screwed on it.
Okay, okay.
There they are.
Yeah, so it's just got holes in the top and it drips out, and that's how they can cool the hive down. So they like will get a little droplet of water and then fan their wings, and then it'll cool it down through the evaporative cooling.
Turn themselves into little swamp coolers.
Yeah. And then there's certain other things like how you asked about the temperature regulation. So we've added this year these like just reflective things so that theoretically keeps them warm in the winter and cool in the summer and just like helps them regulate the temperature. This bottom board of the hive, the underneath is all mesh, so they can like create airflow through there and out the entrance. And then on like a really warm day, I'm not really doing it right now, but if it's super hot out, a bunch of the bees will go outside of the hive and like they'll all
There's one in my hair. There's one on my hair. Am I freaking out right now? Am I freaking out right now? Okay. I don't know. I don't hear it anymore. They've hit my head a few times and my hands.
They're just hanging out on me because I'm
Really
green.
well.
Thank you. I want to tell you, I feel the anxiety in my body everywhere for sure. But yeah, this is so cool. I'm happy to be here. What were you saying though? I interrupted you with my.
About them fanning air into the hive.
Yeah, they just create airflow. So yeah, you'll see like a whole clump of them outside the hive, and they're just fanning their wings, and it creates this like breeze throughout, so it'll cool down the whole hive.
Very cool. Intelligent little suckers.
There's a lot to be said for hive mind.
Yeah.
And then they do have a tiny little entrance at the front here.
Oh, up there as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
So I sometimes, if it's like colder or the colony's smaller, I'll flip this top board upside down. So there's little notches on the top, and then that takes the entrance away. That way they don't have to defend it if it's like wasp season or if they're a tiny colony and it's freezing cold out or something like that. But when they're like a big, strong colony, yeah, this just gives them like another entrance, especially so if they're coming back from foraging, they don't have to like go in and through the brood chamber and up to the top to like deposit honey and nectar. Yeah.
Shove them off.
Shimmy.
Does that piss them off? Oh.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Did you watch the movie My Girl and then cry when the little boy died with all the bees? Are you too young for that movie?
It rings a bell, but I don't remember. Like, I remember the name, but not.
Oh, it's like the saddest movie. Do you remember that, Patrick? My Girl?
I watched that.
Oh,
I feel like
with
yeah,
Macaulay
it's actually-
Culkin.
It's kind of coming back to me. Oh my god.
I think it might have been the first movie I cried at.
Yeah, and then next time I come, there's gonna be like no newspaper left.
So do they eat that, or do they just incorporate it into the hive?
They chew through it. It would actually fall down to the bottom, like through the mesh thing. It just might blow away here. So sometimes at hives that like aren't windy, you can come back and they'll just be like, "I want like tiny little fluff that's like the newspaper."
Do they have teeth?
They have mandibles,
Oh, okay. Okay.
little,
Yeah, those little pincher things. Man, I have a new appreciation for these guys.
Yeah, it's
I've always had a great love of bees, so when they said they were going to be doing this, I was just like, yes!
Yes, it was right up your wheelhouse.
When?
Is the whole outfit like, is it hot or is it pretty? I see that it's meshy. Like when you have the whole thing on.
the jacket is like a little bit different. It's sort of like this, but like multiple layers almost. So it's like it's not awful. Like it does have a little bit of breathability, but it's just kind of like rough, and it's not great.
Yeah.
I avoid the jacket at all costs, but the veil I will sometimes put on, and it's not too bad.
When do you decide to put it on and not? What's the?
If the bees, so like different aggressive behaviors is like just like any animal that has like a threat display, they'll like dart at your face.
Oh.
And they're not trying to sting you because if they wanted to sting you, they just would.
Yeah.
But they're just like trying to get you to back off.
Oh.
They'll like be very buzzy at you. You can kind of tell like this is very calm buzzing, and there's like a very distinct aggressive buzzing.
Like louder, like zzz, yeah.
And so like that's something. If it was a cold day, I just would put it on before I open up the hive because I know they're not going to be happy.
Shut the door!
Or like yeah, sometimes you just like you're taking the hive apart and it's just super sticky and packed full of bees. And sometimes you just like jostle them a little bit, or like the frame slips and it just like startles them. And then like if you're in the hive a really long time, you're like, and they're full of honey, you're just like squishing bees and spilling honey everywhere, and so you're just kind of like, you have a certain amount of time before sometimes they'll be like, okay, you're done.
Yeah.
So when you start like seeing those behaviors, I'm like, okay, well I'm halfway through, it's been a minute, I'm pissing them off, I'm gonna put a veil on.
Yeah. Do they? I mean, they know you're here to take care of them, though, right? Like, do you think?
I mean, they don't need me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the hives in the city, like some of them definitely struggle, but I think they're just like, I'm just here for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
They're in their own little buzzing
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
How's that hive over on Hyde Street doing?